Oh, we're live. We're live. Alright, everyone. Welcome to the Crunchyroll Awards 2020 Aftermath. Today, we will be reviewing the winners for the categories of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and I'm your host today, the Domotaku. Welcome. So, we're going to be taking a look at every single category, who won, what my thoughts are about each category winner, and who I expected to win, and among other things. So, let's get on with the first category, and the fastest one, because Anime of the Year goes to Demon Slayer. Who didn't see that coming? Anyway, so other contenders in Anime of the Year followed other things like Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, One Punch Man, Vinland Saga. Very good contenders, although they're not Demon Slayer. Yes, personally for me, it would have been interesting to see Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season win this series because it only been nominated for 2 categories, and honestly, if it won, it would have been some good representation, you know, cool variety and stuff, because I didn't personally expect it to be on that list, but it was pretty good if I think about it, so, you know, something not Demon Slayer would have won, but, you know, Demon Slayer was done by Ufotable, and I love Ufotable, so it's still an okay win in my eyes. Next category, we have Best Boy going to Tanjiro of Demon Slayer. Who didn't see that coming? Other people in here, I believe it was Machio, there's also Mob. Very good contenders in this category, although, you know, like I said, even as much as I complain about Demon Slayer winning stuff, I still enjoyed it. It was still good. So, Best Boy, totally fine, Tanjiro. Best Girl, Raphtalia. Yeah, boy. This was a hard one, personally. But, you know, considering 2019, Raphtalia was pretty good. So we had also Chica from Love is War, and then Emma. We also had Carol, and I forgot exactly who else is in there. But they were all good contenders. And Nezuko. You know, Nezuko, sure. But Nezuko didn't win. So, overall, really good contenders. You know, Chica and Raphtalia were up there in my own eyes. You know, Nezuko, as cool as the character she was, you know, Best Girl probably goes to the waifu Raphtalia, because, albeit in the beginning of 2019, like when Shield Hero came out, Raphtalia was pretty up there alongside Chica as well, but Raphtalia wins in the end, so that's a big win for Shield Hero, considering it only won 2 categories in this awards. Next up, we have Best Animation. So Best Animation goes to Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. Very interesting choice. I'm pretty sure, I forget exactly who else was in Best, Best Animation. I honestly forget exactly. I think Demon Slayer was in there, and also my own personal favorite, Fate, Babylonia. Although, no, not a lot of people watch Fate, so I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up, but it was in there as a nominee, so next year, don't get my hopes up, please. Don't give me hope. So, yeah, you know, Mob Psycho Season 2, very good. Except I still have to watch Season 1, so don't flame me in the comments, please. Overall, really dig the win for Mob Psycho 2, you know, some variety. And from what I hear from the community, a lot of people really enjoyed Mob Psycho Season 2, so, you know, well deserved. Best character design. So, this one was a very interesting pick, but it went to Dororo. Dororo. I thought it was Dororo. There's 3 rows, but no, it's 2 rows. So, this one, very not what I expected. But I feel it. I feel the win here because Dororo, if I recall correctly, is a very old series. I think animated or not even made. It's like a manga back in the 19-somethings, something very old, and I wasn't born by then. But then this anime adaptation really modernized the look of it and brought it to like this era of animation and stuff. And overall, it looks pretty good, so I could totally dig Dororo winning this category. So good on Dororo. This is like the only category it won, so good on them. Whoops. Next category, we had best opening sequence. This one, I wouldn't say it was surprising. There were a lot of good contenders in best opening. Like I said, my personal favorite was Kwaki no Ameku for Domestic Girlfriend by I forget her name. I forgot the author. But then overall the openings were good. I think they had like Promised Neverland on there. They also had Mob, and then Fire Force. I think I think Fire Force wasn't the ending. Sorry. I forget exactly what other anime nominees were there, but the winner was Mob Psycho 100 season 2. And honestly, looking at that opening, it was pretty good. Like season 1, I've seen one episode of Mob Psycho 100 from the first one, and I saw the opening, so I thought that was pretty good. Second season of Mob Psycho 100 opening, I thought it was pretty good too. You know, it's pretty solid, so I can't hate on it. But I mean, personally, for me, I listen to Domestic Girlfriend. It's on my phone. I listen to it all the time. So good win for Mob Psycho 100. Next category, we have best ending sequence. Love is War took best ending, and you know, honestly, if Raphtalia was best girl in the beginning of 2019 and took it through all 2019, then the best ending started in the beginning of 2019, which was Kaguya-sama Love is War episode 4's ending with a Chika Chika dance. Everyone saw that coming, or at least I sort of saw it coming. I never thought about it as you know, a thing compared to the other contenders, which I actually forgot what the other contenders were. But you know, this ending was so big in the beginning of 2019 that everyone just voted for it, and everyone really liked it. So, you know, anything super strong from the beginning of 2019, like Raphtalia and the Chika dance, they just took it out throughout 2019. No one forgot about that stuff. And honestly, you know, seeing it win this anime award was pretty not surprising. And you know, that dance is still damn cute, I gotta admit. So next, we have best score. Best score was very, very interesting. Oh, I wouldn't say interesting, but for me, considering when I watched, or when I voted for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, there was one anime that I did not watch previously, and that was Carol and Tuesday, the winner of Best Score, which, of course, it is a music anime, so I'm not very surprised that it won. But, you know, after watching Carol and Tuesday, after voting and stuff, I thought it was a really good series, and I thought it was, you know, well-deserving for the Best Score, because the soundtrack is really good, and I honestly really do listen to it a lot now on my phone. So, yay! Best Score, Carol and Tuesday, Season 2 win. And don't lock it behind Netflix jail, please. Next category, we have Best Director. Best Director was the category that I did not know exactly what to think about, because I don't follow that stuff either. But essentially, the Best Director went to Attack on Titan Season 3, which, you know, I did enjoy Season 3 quite well. And technically, Season 3 for Attack on Titan is the big season, because we learn about all the truths and everything about the whole world and the series and stuff, and the mystery. So I thought it was, you know, well earned to an extent. I forget exactly what the other animes were in this category, so sorry. Next category, we had Best Antagonist, or no, best. Well, sure, I said Best Antagonist first. Best Antagonist, and this one was interesting. So there was one person from Babylon who I don't know of, and then there was also Angela from Carol and Tuesday, which I don't personally see as an antagonist. That's more like a rival character. She wasn't like really thwarting the main character's plans or like their progress through the story or anything. She was just sort of there as a rival, so I didn't see her as an antagonist. They also had, I'm pretty sure, it was Garo from One Punch Man Season 2, which I haven't started yet. Sorry. The other one, I forget exactly who. Oh, Overhaul, yes. Overhaul from My Hero Academia Season 3 was in Best Protagonist. And that was the only category that My Hero was in, which was very interesting. But, you know, My Hero has won a bunch of awards already. And technically, Season 3 of that season, the first half, is only finished just recently. So, you know, to see My Hero win stuff, even though it's like half finished, would have been kind of weird. But, you know, he didn't win. The winner for Best Antagonist was Isabella from Promised Neverland, which is very well deserved. And, you know, watching that anime at the beginning of 2019, that was pretty good. You know, Isabella was a pretty good antagonist. So, yes, Best Protagonist. So, in this one, this was an interesting category. So we also had, once again, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. We also had Saitama. I forget exactly who else is in here. Senku from Dr. Stone, and someone else. Essentially, and a bunch of other people. Essentially, the winner for Best Protagonist was... Oh, Emma was on here, actually. Winner for Best Protagonist was Senku from Dr. Stone. Which, yeah, I haven't seen Dr. Stone either, so don't flame me in the comments, please. But, you know, from what the premise of Dr. Stone is, I've already read the synopsis. So, essentially, I could feel that he would fit this role pretty well, considering he's, like, a genius character trying to save all of humanity with intelligence and genius and all that stuff. So, you know, he seems like a pretty good protagonist. I have yet to see Dr. Stone and confirm any of this, but Dr. Stone fans, go ahead and let me know, if you will, in the comments. Don't spoil anything for me, just in case I decide to watch Dr. Stone later. So that's it for most of the categories. Next up, we have Best Voice Actor of Japan. So, in here, my own personal vote was Shirabu, who also is the voice of Ushiwaka. So, personal bias here. But the winner was Bruno. I have no clue how to say his name. I'm sorry. It's the Bruno guy from JoJo. And now, JoJo. My own JoJo personal experience. I've started JoJo, but I've never caught up with JoJo. Like, literally, I went through the first JoJo, and then I started, like, one episode of the second JoJo. So, yeah, my JoJo knowledge is not up there. However, to see JoJo win something in the category, this is, like, actually the only category they won something. So, good on the JoJo fans, you know. From the voice acting itself, it seems like a pretty cool character. And, you know, from all the JoJo memes and stuff, JoJo seems like a cool series. And, you know, JoJo won an award. Good on them. Good on them. Good on you, JoJo fans. So, you know, my own vote was personal bias, but anyways. Next, we have the Best Voice Actor Performance for English. Now, this is the hardest category for me and probably a lot of people because who watches English dub? No offense to you English dub viewers, I'm just kidding. But out of all the shows on here, I've never seen one episode of anything English dub. Like at most, I've watched an episode of Agretzko English dub, and I don't think she was on here. I forget. The other ones were, it was Shinji from Neon Genesis Evangelion, although I think they got a redub in Netflix. And they also had Aqua, and then they had the Toru from Fruits Baskets, Naofumi from Rising of the Shield Hero, and I forget the other two. Essentially, Naofumi won the award, and I'm just like, ah, dang, Rising of the Shield Hero won something else again, you know? So very interesting. I mean, his voice actor, I've seen, like, when they played the clip of Rising of the Shield Hero, I thought his voice sounded, it was okay, you know, kind of fits the role for Naofumi, what he's supposed to, you know, do in the series and stuff, and like his personality and attitude. So I thought it was okay. Next up, we had Best Fantasy. Now, my personal vote for Best Fantasy was Ascendance of a Bookworm, which was the only category it got nominated for, and it didn't win, unfortunately. So in other Best Fantasy stuff, we also had Attack on Titan Season 3, which is, sure. We also had, I believe, Sora Zanmai was in there, and we also had Demon Slayer. Now, Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan are like very like thin lines of fantasy, but you know, I could see they have fantasy elements. Ascendance of a Bookworm legit takes place in a fantasy world, which is why I personally voted for it, and that anime made me cry quite a lot sometimes. And you know, I wanted to see Ascendance of a Bookworm win, but the winner goes to Promised Neverland, which is the other one I forgot. So yeah, I mean, Promised Neverland technically is a fantasy. Well, I wouldn't say is a fantasy. It has fantasy elements into it, but then from the first season alone, I couldn't really make that assumption because it was mostly like thriller, drama, mystery sort of thing. But sure, why not? Fantasy, yeah, Promised Neverland. I think, yeah, Promised Neverland won 2 categories, so good on them. Next up, we have Best Drama. So I'm pretty sure in Best Drama, we had Promised Neverland, Attack on Titan Season 3. I don't remember exactly what else was in there, but the winner was Vinland Saga. Now, Vinland Saga, I hear good things about. So, you know, as much as I haven't seen Vinland Saga yet, don't flame in the comments. You know, I hear good things about it, and I just didn't get to it yet. So, you know, Vinland Saga takes the win. Good on them. Good on them. I think this is the only award that Vinland Saga won. So, you know, good on them. Sure, it seems like a good show, and I would totally dig it. Probably, I just have to star on it among other animes. Next up, we have Best Comedy. Best Comedy. I forget exactly what was on there. I know How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift was in there, and I think Sara Zanmai was in there. I forget. But the winner for Best Comedy goes to Love is War. Love is War. Love is War. Yes, Love is War won Best Comedy. And honestly, out of all the anime in 2019, I think the one that made me laugh the most was Love is War. And honestly, I watched Love is War really late. Like, I think they went like 6 or 7 episodes already in the week, and I haven't watched them all. So when I watched I binged watched like most of the episodes, I thought a lot of the episodes were pretty funny. And I was like, shit, I started this anime series really late, and I should have been on it since the start. It's really good and funny. So, you know, as the anime that probably made me laugh the most that year, I'm okay with that win. Love is War is pretty funny. Now, this is an interesting category for Best Couple. So my personal best couple was for some characters in Omaiden's Ear Savage Season, because I am bad with names and I forgot their names. So there were very interesting pairings in this category. So we had, I forget these other 2 characters from Given, but there were 2 dudes and I forget the names. I was about to watch Given, I just didn't get to it because there's always so much anime every season. There was Miyuki. The characters from Love and War, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. I'm pretty sure it's Miyuki and Shirogane, I believe. And who else was in here? There was also, so here's my biggest question mark, right? It was Ymir and Historia for Best Couple, and I'm just like, what? Yeah, Best Couple for Ymir and Historia. I mean, like, I don't know what your definition of couple is, but if we're talking about like romantic couple, then I don't know if these 2 cut the definition. So I was really questioned and really confused by this pairing. And if it won, it would have been confusing even more. But I mean, they didn't win. But I mean, if you want to see them as a couple, then totally fine. I don't have anything against that. It's just like, I don't recall them having any sort of thing like that in the anime, from my knowledge or remembrance. But okay. So the winner for Best Couple was Love is War. And that's really awkward because they're not a couple in the anime. What is the definition of couple? A Siri. So, to straighten out my feelings here. So, they even said it in the Crunchyroll Awards Live, like, if these 2 characters found out that they won the Best Couple Award, they would probably pass out. Because by the end of the series, they're not a couple. And the whole point of this series, technically, all the comedy and stuff, is due to the fact that they both like each other, but don't figure it out, and they're not a couple. So I'm just like, why? Now, yes, love is in the dang title, so they would make a good couple, but like, my personal vote goes to the actual couple who started dating in Omaiden's Ear Savage Season. So, you know, this kind of irks me just a bit, but you know, Love is War won another award, so fine. Totally fine with that, just whatever. Now we get on to the last category, which was my last glimmer of hope for anything Fate. And why did you give me hope, man? Just don't. When you pair it with the other thing that was big that year. So the best fight scenes, I don't remember exactly who. I know there's a JoJo fight. There was the Fate fight, Gorgon or Tiamat versus Ushiwakamaru. There was a Demon Slayer fight, Rui versus Tanjiro and Nezuko. There was Levi and the Beast Titan. Now that is an interesting scene because I wouldn't even consider that in a fight. it was pretty short and it was kind of a one-sided fight. It was mostly like a sneak attack from Levi. So I'm just like, I mean, I guess you can see this as a fight, but I don't consider it a fight. That's just me. And I can't remember the other fight. Why can't I remember the other fight? I just don't remember. Essentially, we all know who won. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer won. Demon Slayer won this award, and of course it was the episode that blew the internet's mind. Episode 19, Tanjiro vs. Rui. So, you know, if Fate won one award, this whole Crunchyroll anime award thing, I would have been happy. But they put them against freaking Demon Slayer and other things. So Fate was nominated for Best Fight Scene and for Best Animation. And no, not a lot of people watch Fate. That's the hard given truth, you know? So, you know, it gave me hope just a bit that it would win the category, but clearly more people watch Demon Slayer because it blew up the internet and made more people watch it. So it gave me false hope, and, you know, part of me really hoped for Fate to win Best Fight Scene or just something, but don't give me hope next time, please. So, you know, it was a good fight overall. You know, I don't have any qualms with it. You know, freaking that episode and that fight scene broke the internet, and you know, it was pretty good, and it's done by Youthful Table, so of course it's good. They made Fate, or they animate Fate, and they're well known for Fate, so good on Demon Slayer winning that thing. You know, I just personally like Tiamat versus Ushiwaka more, although I'm pretty biased because I kind of grilled her in the game, so biased, but you know, it's still good. Still good. I really enjoy both fights. I've just gotten really kind of old and tired of the Rui versus Tanjiro fight. I've watched that fight and the Fate fight many times in comparison, and I just don't feel it in Tanjiro versus Rui anymore. Not as much as a thing. But like I said, that's just my personal bias. I don't. If you like this fight, then totally that's fine. I like it too. I just like a certain fight even more. So overall, let's go tally up which animes won which animes won how many awards. So we'll go from just the below to the top. So Dororo won 1 award, which was Best Character Design. Dr. Stone won Best Protagonist, and Villain Saga won 1 award, which was Best Drama. Promise Neverland, Attack on Titan Season 3 won 1 award in Best Director. Carol and Tuesday won 1 award for Best Score. And then, let me see here. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind, I don't know exactly which one this is, won the 1 award. And then now we go to the 2 award ones. So Promise Neverland won 2 awards. We got Best Antagonist and Fantasy. Rising the Shield Hero got 2 awards. We got the Best English Voice Actor and Best Girl. And then Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 won 2 awards as well. Best Opening and then Best Animation. Now we go on to the top 2 series who won 3 awards. So we have Demon Slayer, which won 3 awards, which got Anime of the Year, Best Boy, and Best Fight Scene. And then we go to Love is War, who also won 3 awards, which is Best Ending, Best Couple, and Best Comedy. So out of saying that, and you can have the visual right here, actually here's the visual. I think I had the visual already on. But the number of awards and animes that won were pretty well spaced out and a lot of variety. Like in previous years, you know, the My Hero Awards or Yuri on Ice stuff, they won like a bunch of things and awards. But this one is pretty balanced. Like, yeah, sure, Demon Slayer won 3, Love is War won 3, but like, you know, it wasn't just Demon Slayer winning all of everything. Like, if Demon Slayer won Best Girl or Best Fantasy or Best Animation, they would have had 5 awards and stuff. But no, they don't. They only have 3. So I gotta say that it's pretty balanced so far. So yeah, it was a pretty overall good anime awards. And very entertaining, a lot of the hosts and stuff in there. So yeah, you know, that's it for 2019. You know, I can't, you know, as much as I would like to see a lot more variety in these awards, technically, you know, it's whatever. You know, I expected Demon Slayer to win one of the more important categories, or like, you know, one of the more known categories, considering how much popularity he got after a certain episode and just overall. But anyways, you know, 2019 was a good year. 2020 is looking absolutely fabulous too. So you know, as anime fans, it was a good time. Even though some of your favorite series may not have won, overall, we just took this 2-hour stream to admire anime and just admire what we love as a community and stuff. And that was overall really good. So, you know, I can't say that I hated it, but you know, it's what you expect. I watched a 2-hour stream just to see the anime I knew would win Best Fight Scene and Best Anime Award, so, or Anime of the Year, so it's all good. Anyways, guys, that's it for the Anime Award overview, the winners review. You know, like I said, it was pretty good, pretty solid. You know, everything won few things. It was pretty balanced and stuff. Demon Slayer got Anime of the Year. Who didn't see that coming? But overall, it was. I still liked it. I still enjoyed it. You know, just the you know, it's just very easy to predict which one's gonna win. So yeah, that's it for that. Let me know what you guys predicted would win in the comments. I actually did get 12 out of 16 winners right, so that's pretty good. If you won the full 16, you would have gotten a free premium subscription for Crunchyroll. But yeah, it's pretty close. So anyways, let me know what you guys thought about the winners, the nominees, and the categories and stuff. If your anime won, if you're a JoJo fan and you won that one award, or you know, if something didn't win, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, like the video and subscribe, because I'm currently at 850 subscribers. My goal for 2020 is to hit 1,000. We are slowly getting there, so yeah. And if you want to see more videos, anime related or Fate related or anything else on my channel, then subscribe. And until then, I'll see you all for the next time. So that's it for Crunchyroll's Anime Awards. Have a good night, everyone. The Dontaku out.